let's look at how to create, edit, and send a document. To start, select New Document in the top right corner. The pop-up window that appears will allow you to create a document from scratch or find the template you'd like to use. Once you select a template, you are asked to assign the template roles to contacts. Roles were created in the template as placeholders for your document's recipients. If you have already sent a document to these recipients, simply type in their email or name and it will search your contacts for them. If this is a new contact, you will be able to add them as a contact right from this window. And then we're ready to begin editing our document. The first thing you might want to do is update the document name. Then you should check that all of your variables have populated correctly and fill in any that are blank. Variables are these highlighted pieces of text. Similar to template roles, variables are created at the template level as placeholders for your text that will vary from document to document, so you can quickly personalize your documents by pulling in key pieces of information like company name, customer email, first and last name, etc. In addition to the variables, you can customize your document by client by adding a relevant case study from the content library. The content library is a great place to store reusable pieces of content. Examples of commonly used content library items include testimonials, case studies, product updates, and other variable content. To add a block, hover your cursor either directly under or above any block, and you will see a thin blue line with a plus sign appear. Click the plus sign, and you can then choose the content library. Then pick the item you wish to insert. Once added to the document, you can then add the item to the position you desire. Additionally, you can click the plus sign at the top and bottom of the page to pick the content library, and this will insert a new page with the library item. The template might have too much information for the particular client you are creating the document for. In this case, you can simply delete text or remove entire blocks. And of course, you can add new text to blocks and entirely new blocks for totally custom content for that particular document as well. Next, I will add in my pricing table line items. If they're built out in the catalog, you can add them in. You can also add custom columns and even hide unneeded columns. In order to allow your recipients to interact with it, you can make any row optional or allow the quantity to be editable. You can customize the footer as well. Your template will most likely have fields added and assigned to the roles specified, but in case you need to add any, you will select the role to assign them to, and then drag and drop the fields where you need them in the document. Feel free to customize your field properties depending on what you want in the placeholder, and whether the field should be required, allow multiple lines, or mask the field data. With real-time collaboration, you and your team can work on the same document at the same time. Assign sections of the document to a team member by utilizing the private messaging. Avatars will appear in the document to show who is making changes. The final thing you should do is double-check your document settings. For instance, you may need to change the document expiration or set up different auto reminders. Finally, when you go to send it, you can select a saved message or type one in, and you're done. In case you're wondering what your recipient experience will be like, they will receive an email like this. Once they open the document, they can scroll through, use the table of contents, or click Start, and it will take them directly to the required fields. They also have the option to comment here. And then to finalize their portion, they click Finish. As the sender, you can see the status of the document here. You can also see analytics and an audit trail. feel free to select Actions to send a link to the document or edit it if needed. Your dashboard is where you can manage your documents based on their status. So this is a great way to organize your workflow and see what's in draft that needs to be sent, what's been sent and viewed and needs to be followed up on, or what's completed and ready for next steps. You can also come to the document list view and filter your documents by status. You can search for documents, rename and duplicate, or even move documents into folders. If you will be signing a lot of documents, you may want to save a signature here that you can easily reuse for your documents. And you can program your PandaDoc settings to notify you when a recipient has performed specific actions in the document. In order to avoid having to retype email messages, you can create a library of saved messages to reuse. In summary, you've learned how to create a document from a template, customize it for your recipients, and track the status from draft to completion. You are ready to start sending.